What if success had a hidden blueprint, yours to unlock? Find it, and you'll work smarter and earn more. Stay for the reveal. In this video, you'll hear Hill's missing cheat code and feel unstoppable. You've heard of Think and Grow Rich, right? Here's the game-changing idea it barely explains, and it lifts you up. Don't worry. Today, we're diving into the original monster of Napoleon Hill's wisdom. The Laws of Success. This book is like Think and Grow Rich on steroids. 16 powerful principles that can literally reprogram your mind for success. Stick around till the end because I'll give you a modern-day hack to apply these laws in your life starting today. Let's go and get successful. Before we jump into the laws, let's get the origin story because it's honestly just as inspiring as the lessons themselves. It all starts in the early 1900s. A young, ambitious, but relatively unknown journalist named Napoleon Hill gets the assignment of a lifetime. A short interview with the richest man alive, the steel magnate Andrew Carnegie. Hill thought he was just writing a simple magazine article about a successful man. He had no idea this one conversation was about to change his life and the lives of millions. During the interview, Carnegie saw a spark in Hill. He dropped a bombshell challenge. "I'll tell you how we got rich, but only if you spend the next 20 years interviewing 500 of the most successful people in the world to prove my theory." Carnegie believed success wasn't luck. It was a formula, a philosophy that could be learned and applied by anyone. He wanted Hill to be the one to codify it for the world. The catch? Carnegie would open the doors, but he wouldn't pay Hill a dime for the work. After a moment that felt like an eternity, Hill said yes. And he actually did it. For 2 decades, he dedicated his life to this mission. He studied titans of industry like Henry Ford and John D. Rockefeller, brilliant inventors like Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell, and even presidents like Theodore Roosevelt. He analyzed their habits, their mindset, and the principles that guided them. The result? In 1928, he released The Law of Success, the original blueprint. That powered his 1937 smash, Think and Grow Rich, which sold over 100 million copies. So yeah, the guy basically assembled the original Avengers of success and distilled all their superpowers into a single playbook. All right, let's dive into the core of Hill's philosophy, the 16 Laws of Success. We're going to break these down into 4 key areas to make them super easy to remember and apply. First up, we're building your foundation, mindset and vision. This is all about programming your internal GPS for success. Law number 1 is having a definite chief aim. This is the North Star of your entire journey. You need a clear, burning, almost obsessive goal. Not a vague wish like, I want to be rich someday, but a concrete target. I will earn $100,000 a year as a freelance graphic designer by December 31st, 2026. Hill was adamant. If your goal isn't written down, it's just a daydream, not a plan. For a modern example, think of a YouTuber who wants to hit 1 million subscribers. They don't just hope for it. They define their niche, their posting schedule, and their content strategy all around that single aim. Your action step? Write down your definite chief aim on a note card and put it where you'll see it every single day. Your bathroom mirror, your car's dashboard, your laptop screen. Make it impossible to ignore. Next is self-confidence. Hill says your belief system is your launch pad. If you don't believe you can achieve your goal, you've already sabotaged yourself. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. This isn't about arrogance. It's about a quiet, unshakable faith in your own ability to learn, adapt, and execute. Think of a startup founder pitching to investors. They might be terrified, but they project absolute confidence in their product and their team because they know their stuff. So yes, talk to yourself in the mirror if you have to, just maybe not in public. Your micro challenge. For 1 week, start each day by saying one thing you're good at and one reason you will succeed. It sounds cheesy, but you're literally reprogramming your brain. The third law in this cluster is imagination. Everything ever created by humankind began as a thought in someone's mind. Edison imagined the light bulb before he built it. J.K. Rowling imagined the entire world of Harry Potter before she wrote a single word. Your imagination is the workshop where you forge your plans and visualize your success. So stop saying, I'm not creative. If you can worry, you can imagine. you're just using that powerful tool in the wrong direction. Instead of imagining what could go wrong, imagine your goal already achieved. What does it feel like? Who is with you? Your action step. Spend 5 minutes every night before bed visualizing your definite chief aim as if it's already a reality. And the final law of mindset and vision is initiative and leadership. It's about kindly stepping forward and taking helpful action. Leaders spot chances to contribute and make progress. It's the shift from passenger to confident driver in your own life. Today, that might be a freelancer suggesting a small upgrade a client will love, or a junior teammate building a simple prototype after hours to show what's possible. In short, be the voice that says, "Let's try this," with a smile. Gentle challenge. This week, pick one small everyday problem and propose a positive first step toward a solution. Now let's see how this works in the real world. Take a college student. Let's call her Maria. Her definite aim was to ace her final exams. Using the law of initiative, she didn't just study alone. She formed a study group, a mastermind, and they all saw their grades improve. Seeing this success, she used her imagination to see a bigger opportunity. She started a small tutoring business on campus, helping other students succeed. She went from struggling student to confident entrepreneur, all by applying these first few laws. Okay, you've set your vision. Now, let's talk about the people you need around you. The next cluster of laws is all about team and influence. Because as Hill knew, success isn't a solo sport. This brings us to the famous mastermind principle. Hill's definition is the coordination of knowledge and effort in a spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. It's about surrounding yourself with people who complement your skills and share your vision. Think Avengers again. Iron Man's a genius, but he still needed the Hulk's strength and Captain America's leadership. A modern mastermind could be a group of online business owners who meet weekly on Zoom to share wins, solve problems, and hold each other accountable. Your action step. Identify 2 people you admire and ask them to have a virtual coffee chat. Don't ask for anything, just seek to learn from them. This is the first step to building your alliance. Next up, having a pleasing personality. Now, this doesn't mean you need to be a movie star charming extrovert. It simply means being the kind of person others want to be around. Positive, authentic, and a good listener. People do business with people they like, not people who act like they're doing you a favor. Think about the best customer service you've ever received. That person likely made you feel heard and valued. That's a pleasing personality in action. Your micro challenge. For one day, make it your mission to make every person you interact with, from your boss to the grocery store clerk, feel genuinely appreciated. Just a simple, sincere thank you can work wonders. Then we have accurate thinking. This is more critical now than ever. It's the ability to separate facts from fiction, emotions from logic, and important information from trivial noise. Hill urged people to ask, "How do I know this? What are the facts?" These days, with endless information and AI-generated content, this means fact-checking everything. A startup that relies on accurate thinking doesn't build a product based on a hunch. It analyzes market data, customer interviews, and competitor research. Your action step. The next time you hear a strong opinion or a startling fact, pause and ask yourself, what is the evidence for this, before you accept it or share it? The final law in this cluster is cooperation. This is the practical application of the mastermind principle. It's about active teamwork and creating win-win situations. No one succeeds in a vacuum. Even the so-called self-made millionaire had a team, mentors, customers, and at least one person who believed in them. Think of open-source software development. Thousands of developers who have never met cooperate to build incredible tools for everyone's benefit. Your challenge. This week, actively look for an opportunity to help a colleague or a friend with their goal without expecting anything in return. Let's look at another case study. A freelance writer, let's call him David, set a definite aim to double his income. He used accurate thinking to identify the most profitable niches. He cultivated a pleasing personality, making clients love working with him. But his secret weapon was cooperation and doing more than paid for, which we'll cover next. He consistently delivered articles before the deadline and included extra research, which led to a flood of referrals. His clients became his sales team, creating a flywheel of new business. So you've got the vision and the team. Now it's time to get to work. This next set of laws is all about execution and discipline, the engine that turns your plans into reality. First in this group is self-control. Discipline is far more reliable than motivation. Hill warned that people who can't control themselves can't be controlled by others, and ultimately can't control their own success. This is about mastering your emotions, your appetite, and your attention. It's the quiet power to do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. So, yeah, that means skipping the 3 a.m. TikTok scroll session when you have an 8 a.m. meeting. A modern example is a day trader who sticks to their predefined trading rules, even when fear or greed is screaming at them to make a rash move. Your action step: identify your biggest time-wasting habit, and for just 3 days, replace it with a 15-minute activity that moves you toward your goal. Next, the habit of saving. This might not be the sexiest law, but it's incredibly powerful. It's not just about hoarding money. It's about discipline and foresight. Save a fixed percentage of your income, no matter how small, and invest it wisely. Money is a tool, not a trophy. If you don't control your money, your lack of it will control you. A student who saves just $20 a week from their part-time job is building a habit that will serve them for life, giving them options and freedom later on. Your challenge: set up an automatic transfer of just 5% of your paycheck into a separate savings or investment account. Automate it so you don't even have to think about it. Then there's concentration. Forget what you've heard. Multitasking is a myth. It's really just task switching, and it's wildly inefficient. True progress comes from focusing your energy and attention on one single important task at a time. As Hill famously put it, a laser, by concentrating its beam, can cut through steel. A flashlight, with its diffused light, can't. Think of a software developer using the Pomodoro technique: 25 minutes of hyper-focused coding, followed by a 5-minute break. That's concentration in practice. Your action step: for your most important task tomorrow, turn off all notifications on your phone and computer, set a timer for 30 minutes, and work on that one thing exclusively. And the final law of execution: the habit of doing more than you're paid for. This one is golden. It's the principle of over-delivering on value. Always. When you consistently do more than is expected of you, opportunity doesn't just knock, it chases you down. This isn't about working for free. It's about making yourself so valuable that you become indispensable. The graphic designer who provides 3 great logo options when the client only expected 1, or the intern who summarizes the key takeaways from a meeting and emails them to the team. Your challenge: in your next project or task, find one small way to go above and beyond what is required. Let's check in with our final case study: a small e-commerce brand struggling with cash flow. The owner implemented the habit of saving, putting aside 10% of every sale for reinvestment. They used accurate thinking to analyze their sales data and found their most profitable product. Applying concentration, they focused all their marketing budget on that one item. This discipline allowed them to reinvest their savings into better inventory and ads, creating a growth loop that turned their struggling store into a profitable business. Finally, we have the laws that govern your outward expression and long-term growth. This cluster is all about communication and growth, ensuring your success is sustainable and fulfilling. First, enthusiasm. Energy is contagious. Enthusiasm is the electricity that brings your vision to life for other people. If you sound bored by your own goals, why would anyone else believe in them, invest in them, or help you achieve them? You have to be your own #1 fan. Channel that just had 3 coffees energy when you talk about your dreams. This is the startup founder whose eyes light up when they describe their vision for the future, making everyone in the room want to be a part of it. Your action step: the next time you talk about your goal, consciously increase your energy level by 20%. Smile more, use more expressive gestures, and let your passion show. Next, profiting from failure. This is a huge mindset shift. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a fundamental part of it. Hill taught that every single setback, every failure, every heartbreak carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. It's a lesson disguised as a loss. When an app launch fails, the team learns invaluable lessons about their market for the next version. So next time you fail, don't just get discouraged. Ask, what did this teach me? And then say, plot twist. Your challenge. Think of a recent failure and write down 3 lessons you learned from it. Then we have tolerance. In Hill's time, this was about overcoming prejudice. Today, it's also about being open-minded. Closed-mindedness blocks opportunity and stunts growth. You simply cannot learn and grow if you think you already know everything. Being tolerant means being willing to listen to ideas you disagree with and engaging with people who have different perspectives. It's how we innovate and solve complex problems. Your action step. Seek out an article or a podcast from a viewpoint you normally disagree with, and listen with the genuine intention to understand their perspective, not to rebut it. And finally, we arrive at the law that ties everything together. The golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. But this isn't just a nice platitude. Hill saw it as a non-negotiable law of success. You have to genuinely mean it. Karma isn't just a spiritual concept, it's a strategic one. The value, respect, and goodwill you put out into the world, in your business, your relationships, and your life, has a funny way of always coming back to you, often multiplied. Your final challenge. Do something genuinely helpful for someone else today with absolutely zero expectation of getting anything back. This is the ultimate investment in your own success. Okay, so how do you actually use these 16 laws without needing a PhD in self-help? Here's a simple 3-step formula. Small actions, huge ripple effects. Napoleon Hill wrote these laws almost a century ago. But guess what? They're not just dusty principles from a bygone era. They are the ultimate evergreen blueprint for success today. Mindset, habits, and all. In a world of fleeting trends and digital noise, these 16 laws are the bedrock you can build a truly successful life and career on. We've covered a lot, from forging your mindset and vision to leveraging your team and influence. We talked about the non-negotiable power of execution and discipline, and finally, how to amplify it all through communication and growth. It's a complete system. Now, I want to hear from you. Which law hit you the hardest? Was it the definite chief aim? The mastermind principle? Drop it in the comments below and tell us why it resonated. Your insights fuel this community. And if you got value from this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a success reboot. And stick around, because in our next video, we're doing a deep dive into the 2 laws that form the absolute foundation of Hill's philosophy. You don't want to miss it. Until then, remember, success isn't luck, it's law.